Well, you might recognize a group of black separatists that occasionally gathers in Raleigh's Moore Square. That group has ties to a nationally known hate group, and this weekend they will hold their annual Passover celebration. Concerns.
Deborah, this group is widely viewed as anti-Semitic and anti-white. The city tells me they expect about 500 members here at the convention center this weekend. 4 months ago, back in November, rented this space earlier this week.
Your past is your protection, supposed to be.
On the streets of downtown Raleigh, you'll find members of the Israelite School of Universal Practice.
Not be free without your destroyed.
Let me tell y'all something, brothers and sisters.
The group's leader is Commanding General YAHANNA, seen in this YouTube video touring the Raleigh Convention Center. It's where the I.S.U.P.K Day.
Convention Center. Taking it to the next level. Worldwide.
The group is part of the radical Hebrew Israelites, which the Southern Poverty Law Center identifies as a hate group for its anti-Semitic, anti-white, and anti-LGBT views, and chapters that, quote, perpetuate the anti-Semitic belief that so-called Jews have stolen their identity and birthright.
They call us a hate group because we turn around and say the white man is the devil for the things that he's done. The word devil just means adversary.
It really is deeply upsetting.
Rabbi Eric Solomon with Beth Meyer Synagogue in Raleigh is disturbed about this city-owned convention center renting space to the I.S.U.P.K.
I mean, if this was, God forbid, the KKK or other hate groups that are more widely known, I can't imagine this would be allowed to happen.
The city says the space was rented by a third party, writing in a statement, "We were not aware of any relationship between TGF Solutions Incorporated and the referenced group, and the event was handled in the same manner as all other bookings. Our expectation is that the group will adhere to all contract terms."
It appears there's some loophole here that needs to be looked at more closely.
Rabbi Solomon says he respects people's First Amendment rights, but feels the city should not make space for hate.
This is not what we need in our city.
And a spokesperson for the city today did say that rentals through a third party here at the convention center is quite common. I did ask the city attorney what kind of discretion the city has in denying events here at this city-owned building. We're still working to get a response. Deborah.
Joe, now that they know who is coming to this event, are they planning more security?
Deborah, good question. I did reach out to the Raleigh Police Department today. We do know this is going to be a very big weekend for the police department. The Dreamville Festival in Dix Park. Now this controversy here at the convention center with the potential for protests outside the convention center. So far, the police department has not yet responded to whether or not they will have increased patrols and whether they are aware of the event, which they sure are now.
They certainly are. Joe Fisher, live in Raleigh. Thanks, Joe.
Hold tight.
Imagine being able to build.
Hold tight. So lock, if I may. Here we go. Check. Salakia. Can y'all brothers hear me? We lost connection. Yo, Salakia, if I may, our oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of, man.
Damn right, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna I had to restart the stream. For those of you that are online, continue to wait patiently. Captain the 13,000 NAYATHAQ BANYAMYAN will be with you all here shortly. But in the meantime, between time, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shabrakatah, and my brothers, Yahweh Shamar, Alatah, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shad, all my sisters. I'm priest and officer of 1000 Bon Kayal coming out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And we are the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. Give me a little volume right there on the main. Check. Most High in Christ. Put a 144 in the chat if you can hear me online, or 144 in the chat if you can hear me online. All right. So I was showing you all a video of what transpired here in North Carolina at the convention center. How many of y'all saw that video about the Passover? The news came out. What was it? 2023, 2022? Yeah. The news came out in droves, and they were trying to muster some sort of public outcry and sentiment against us exercising our right to serve our God, man, to celebrate the Passover, in the convention center. And because of the SPLC, or the Southern Poverty Law Center, their stance on us being a hate group, they've designated us as being a hate group online, and this is a little hat run organization. All right. That's the reason why, we're reviled, within society because of the lies that are perpetrated about who we are as a nation of people, man, and unfortunately the convention center did not burn to the ground. It was just the roof. The roof was on fire. You know what I'm saying? And it was a glorious Passover. If you had the opportunity to attend that Passover, man, it was glorious. We actually had the Passover here back to back here in North Carolina, man, But anyhow, they were able to put the fire out. Hold on a second. Make sure I get everybody on here. And they had a very swift response. And a lot of the events that they had scheduled for this weekend apparently have been canceled. I think they had a big cheer competition scheduled and some cybersecurity, symposium or what have you was supposed to be held there this weekend. But anyhow, we're here tonight. Tonight is the Tuesday night scripture breakdown class. Traditionally, it's the brotherhood class. So we would naturally in the schools be going over brotherhood, man. If you got any questions, post them in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat online. Sister Matanya, young man James Futrell, Sister Nashima. All right. Most High in Christ, the water. And we have Heathen B. And then we have Princess Sapiyar and Sister Lanisha Robinson, the water for being in the class tonight. If you will, let's open up, man. Anybody got any questions? Any hot topic issues we want to talk about? I really want to just talk about that video, that first video with the newscaster, man. And the position that these people that absolutely know nothing about us beyond what, a few Google searches can provide them, they led with what the Southern Poverty Law Center states about us being a hate group. And for those of us that are in the I.S.U.P.K, what do you think about that? What do you think about us being lumped along with the Ku Klux Klan and these alt-right neo-Nazi, extremist groups that are known for committing crimes? They're known for bombing churches. They're known for committing acts of treason and arson. They're known for lynching.
Damn right.
They're known for unaliving en masse, man. We should look that up. You think about the amount of crime that these organizations have contributed to here in America. And they're Christian organizations. Ku Klux Klan is a Christian organization.
Shalaki, sir.
Go ahead, brother. Is that Officer Yanazar?
Kind of one con, sir. Shalom.
Shalom.
You know, it's just like maybe for the younger brothers that's coming in that might not understand what this organization represents, right? And this organization is really financed by the small hats. You understand? And anybody who they deem that is.
You were talking about the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Kind of one con, sir.
Mm-hmm.
The Southern Poverty Law Center, right? So.
And the ADL, or the Anti-Defamation League.
Right, they're all part of the same link on a chain.
Right.
You understand? That will target anybody that they deem, you understand, that might be some sort of a threat to them, so that they could take action or speak badly or negatively about whatever group that they deem as being a threat to them. And as for listing us amongst these other real hate groups, you understand, like we haven't committed any acts of hatred towards anybody. All we've done is tell the truth of the Bible. That's it. And hate who God hates and love who God loves. That's it.
No, you're absolutely right. Give Officer Yanazar a hand. He's right. And see, that's the problem, man. You know, when it comes down to what people think God represents, to hell with the Christian church. The Christian church has formulated this idea of who God actually is, that our people have bought. We've bought into the idea that God loves everyone. We bought into the idea, conceptualize that God is white, that Jesus Christ is white, that all the angels in heaven are white. You know, and where do these lies come from? Where do we get, you know, these ideas? This is the reason why we call the oppressor the devil, because of his lies, because of the subtlety that he uses to deceive. So much so, they've taken indecent liberty to paint us as being who they are naturally, as, you know, the lawbreakers. Right. We're law abiding. Not only do we keep the laws of the land, we level you up. We keep God's laws, which supersede the laws of man. Where do you think man got any idea from order from? It's from watching the Israelites. It's from going into these records and reading about who you are.
Right.
So-called black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, woman, and child.
Right.
You're God's chosen nation, God's holy, separate, set apart nation. All right. And we have to come to grips with understanding that there's a certain standard by which we're supposed to live on earth, and we have to recognize that we're hated, man. We are despised by everyone. The Bible teaches that the nations are confederate against thee. That thee is you. That thee is us. We went through a third party, but we went and we pay taxes. We should have access to, you know, every amenity, every facility that the cities and states that we live in, that they have to offer. But they paint us as being criminals, man. That was a private event, the Passover. If you're not so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you're not getting in. Right. Just like I wouldn't try to get into a Klan rally.
Right.
I'm not going to some neo-Nazi convention.
Right.
You're not going to catch me at a MAGA convention, man.
Right.
Let's talk about that. What about MAGA? You got that, those figures on the Ku Klux Klan?
Yeah, con. For exact numbers, no, but they said it says, if we're talking about arson, it says the KKK historically carried out many arson attacks, especially burning churches, homes, Black-owned businesses, and crosses used as intimidation.
They're not even giving you a definitive number because it says many. It's not. They weren't even recording it because it didn't matter. That's how much we don't matter in this society.
Con.
Keep reading. Oh yeah, go ahead, brother.
Some of the points, it says early records between the 1800s and 1960s were incomplete or deliberately not tracked.
That's unscripted. I didn't know that.
Right.
But because I'm in here and because of the Holy Spirit allowing us to be able to see these things,
right,
we're the seers. We recognize what time it is, man.
Right.
You know?
The KKK, now if we're talking about larceny, KKK was usually centered on terror, not theft. Larceny was not a hallmark crime of the group, although individual members could have committed them. If you mean hate crimes in general, the KKK has been responsible for thousands of hate-motivated acts over its history, including murder, assault, bombings, arson, cross burning, and intimidation. But
good
again,
night. That was a long list.
There's no single official tally.
They've had an extensive reign of terror
right,
upon our family, upon our nation, being so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
You have to understand one thing. If you so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, you're an Israelite.
That's right.
You're not an African American. You're not a Puerto Rican. You're not a Native American.
That's right.
You're not a Mexican. You're not any of those things. You're not a Haitian. You're an Israelite. All right.
Right.
Our forefathers, unlike what they teach in elementary school, they say that our forefathers are what? For this nation, for this country, is George Washington,
right,
Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, right? No, your forefathers, since this is a brotherhood class,
right,
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob.
That's right.
That's a bloodline, man. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob.
That's right.
So on and so forth, man. Jacob had 12 sons, from which we're derived, man.
Right.
All of the tribes, man. You know, from Judah to Benjamin to Levi to Simeon to Zebulun to Ephraim to Manasseh to Gad to Reuben to Asher, Naphtali, Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes, man.
That's right.
We got to stop looking at colorism. We have to stop looking at things like the language that divides us. You know, the cultural differences that we have. We're quite similar in the things that we do.
Right.
Naturally, in spirit, our vibe is so similar.
Right.
And so separate from any other nation.
That's right.
Have you noticed that, you know, you get some so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians within the same area, you know, we kind of like, you know, reverberate towards one another.
Right.
Unlike when we get into these white spaces, how we're shunned, how we're rejected.
Right.
Because we're not desired, as Zephaniah 2:1 would say. All right. If you can, give me Romans 13:11. Because right now is not the time for us to, you know, be falling in love or being disillusioned with this idea of America and this American dream. The American dream was a nightmare. It is a nightmare for us. It's a nightmare for all of our Latino, Hispanic brothers and sisters that come over here, man. The Haitians, you know what I'm saying? All the brothers and sisters from the Caribbean that come over here. The world over teaches that, you know, America is supposed to be the land of opportunity.
Right.
No, America is the land of oppression.
That's right.
For so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians.
Right.
All right. If you can, read that, Officer Baltazar one.
If I may, can I start at 10, sir?
Get down, brother.
Love worketh no ill to his neighbor. Therefore, love is fulfilling of the law.
So, who's that? Yeah, love worketh no ill to his neighbor. We tried to book the convention center, and WRAL, the news station, reached out to Raleigh Police Department just on the strength of what they read online about who we are. Nobody called Commander General YAHANNA to try to set up an interview to get our side of the story. Go ahead, brother.
Shalakia, can you mute your mics, Baba Kasha? Make sure all mics are muted.
Oh, we can take care of that over here. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. We in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the power, brother. You got the juice now. You know what I'm saying? Shalakia. Read that verse again. Tell them where you are.
Romans chapter 13, verse 10. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor.
We have never been loved here in America.
That's right.
Never. This is a private event. We booked the convention center so that we could serve our power. And just like in the old times, the heathens didn't want us to do that.
Right.
Didn't want to see us gathering ourselves together in the spirit of brotherhood,
Right.
in the spirit of sisterhood, man. That they have a problem with that. They have a problem with seeing us, and we're not breaking the law. We ain't burning no crosses.
Right.
We ain't setting no churches on fire. We're not firebombing any churches. We're not unaliving their youth or anyone for that matter.
Right.
We haven't lynched a soul.
Salaki, sir.
Who am I speaking with?
Shalom, sir. It's the YAHANNA from Durham.
Oh, Most High in Christ. Shalom. Shalom, sis. How we doing?
I'm doing Tawab. Hope you are.
I'm Tawab. I can barely hear them. Yeah, turn that all the way up. Up some. No, not that one. The main. Yeah, Most High in Christ. Go ahead, sis.
Salaki, I just wanted to kind of touch on what you had said earlier about how us as a people together, we have the same vibe, we have the same energy. But one of the hardest lessons I've learned since I've been in here is we also suffer the same. We also have the same shortcomings. We also have the same obstacles in jobs with, assistance from the government. So not only do we share the same energy and the same vibe, but we also suffer the same. So it's just easier for us to be together. That's always resonated with me.
No, give her a hand. Give her a hand. Give me Amos 3:1. Hold Romans 13:11. Let's go to Amos 3:1. Because what you saying, sis, man, you drove the point home. We suffer together. We have the same oppression. We could have went into Deuteronomy and talked about the curses.
Right.
We suffer these curses, this affliction, this persecution here, this oppression here because of our disobedience, because we never, were obedient to keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments.
Right.
As Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people.
Right.
From God. We were divinely directed, ordered to keep God's law, statutes, and commandments. But we threw it away because of white Jesus and Christianity and Islam and Buddhism and this American dream. We threw it all away for the sake of what? Being hated, man. Tell them where you are.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word of the Most High hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Hear this word, what?
Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Listen up, if you so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native American, First Nation peoples, this word that was spoken against you is coming from the Most High Power, whose name is Yahweh, the God that created the only living power, the only living God. There is no God beside the Most High, all right? That's the true name of the Most High Power, all right? Have some reverence when you use it, all right? Put some respect on that name. The Lord was speaking to one particular group of people.
Right.
Who were they again?
O children of Israel.
Who? We would be the children of Israel.
Right.
We are the descendants of Jacob, man. Jacob had 12 sons, man, each of which became the chief of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Okay.
They call them the lost tribes because most people don't know that.
Right.
We're too busy subscribing to the things that their oppressor says we are. Trying to get back to Africa,
right.
Trying to gain citizenship in Africa.
Right.
You going to Ghana to that's a lower hell. And I'm not looking at America like it's anything good, because this place hates us. Right. But I'm not trying to go to Africa, bro. And at one point in time, we were in captivity in Africa. We don't abhor Edomites nor Hamites, but we do hate what God hates. All right. Keep reading.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
So this word was spoken against a family. This is how we talk about us being one blood related nation, man. This is talking about us suffering the same, man.
Right.
Keep reading.
Saying, you only have I known.
So the Most High Power is speaking to Israel, and he's saying, you, black man, You Hispanic man, you Native Indian man, you only have I known. You know what it takes to know a person. And we see these celebrities, we over inundated with all kinds of nonsense. You see the celebrities you think you know, Jay-Z and Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion, but you don't know them.
Right.
This is about proximity, man. This is about an actual relationship, but not in the sense that we learn about relationships from our oppressor.
Right.
The Most High Power is our Father, man, and we were disobedient children, and He's giving us a warning here. Take it from the top.
Con. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that Yahweh has spoken against you, O children of Israel,
Right.
against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt,
Right.
saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
All the families of the earth. You think about all the variation with respect to society as we know it. All right. All the different nations or families, from Edom, our chief oppressor, the so-called white man, to Moab, which is that the Chinese man, the Ammon, the Japanese man, the Ishmael, the Arab, to Elam, which is the East Indian, to Japheth and Ham, the filthy African, the Polynesian, right?
Right.
There's Japheth and Ham being, the Africans, Mizraim, and Canaan and Cush and Phut.
Right.
Those are the other nations, man, that are confederate against us. They hate us. The Lord's telling you in Amos, He don't know none of them. Even though He created them, He don't know them.
Right.
That means something. This is the brotherhood class, is it not?
That's right.
Keep reading.
Therefore, I will punish you.
Now, Sister Thawa said something that was heavy. She said that she noticed, outside of the vibe being similar, that we suffer the same. This is the reason why we suffer the same, sis. This is the reason. Read it again.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
And the Lord knows us, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And He loves us. And as a loving Father, the Lord is not your mama. All right?
Right.
He don't nurture like a woman. He don't overlook our transgressions.
Right.
A father doesn't do that. A father is a stern disciplinarian.
Right.
The Bible teaches us that the Lord is a man of war. So you can't expect for Him just to slap you on the wrist. Now, the greatest attribute of the Most High Power is His mercy. And He's been beyond merciful with all of us. He's extended grace to us through Christ, man. Right now, I'm making up for a lot of lost time.
Right.
Being wicked and evil and vile and disgusting in the world. You read it right here in Amos that the Lord knows Israel. And because of what?
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
For all of our iniquities or all of our sins. And we understand that sin is transgression of the law. Who's telling you that you don't have to keep the laws? Who taught us that we shouldn't value the laws of God? Where do we get that? Where do we get that perspective? We start moving like everybody else. We have laws, statutes, and commandments that create order. And it was given from God, from the Most High, which is perfect. His law is perfect. We fell away from that because of us subscribing to other things from heathens that the Lord rejected, man. All right? We need to be reflective and reverence that, man. That should resonate in all of our spirits. If you so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, that we're one family. And right now, it's the time for us to be coming together, man. We have to gather ourselves together. We can't overlook what's happening to the Hispanics because I guarantee you, we're still being persecuted the same way. They sent the National Guard into Washington, D.C. They sent the National Guard into Chicago. We're getting persecuted the same way in this place. But I mean, what more can you expect?
Right.
We've fallen in love with this image of a white Messiah or a white savior, when Christ was a very dark-skinned black man. We are what's going to save us.
Right.
It's going to be a Negro, very dark-skinned Negro that cracks the sky, man.
Right.
200 million angels, man. We look into the wrong people. We look into a nation that could not save us, man. Our strength is in brotherhood. Brotherhood is synonymous with sisterhood. All right, and we got to recognize that and acknowledge that. You go back to Romans.
Romans.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and 11.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
And right now, it's not the time to be asleep. Right now is not the time to be in some drug-induced coma, some stupor. We're supposed to be up and alert, man.
Right.
We have to awaken out of sleep. What are some of the things that have us asleep here in America and the world over? Open up the chat, man. What are some of the things that have us asleep? And y'all can chime in.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Social media is a big one.
Oh, man. Yeah. You got to log out of the metaverse. The metaverse has definitely got us asleep, man.
Right.
We are asleep, falling off into all manner of just silliness, man. You got all kinds of social media personalities that profess to have the truth, to know the truth. We fall off into Egyptology and, you know, they got polygamy pages. We believe in polygyny.
Right.
You got polygamy pages that are throwing brothers and sisters off, man, off the course. The Bible says that enter ye at the straight gate. That's here. It ain't multiple places, man. The truth is only found here in the I.S.U.P.K. or the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General YAHANNA. We do everything in decency and order in here, man. All right. So yeah, that social media, as soon as you wake up in the morning, I'm guilty of it too. First thing you do is run the Instagram, run the Snapchat, run the TikTok, run the Facebook. To what? To be entertained, man. It's just a form of bread and circuses. And the oppressor knows that. We teach them evil lessons about us when we on social media and we looking for what? Remember World Star Hip Hop?
Right.
What made World Star so popular, man? Brothers and sisters start fighting. Yeah, the fighting. First thing you see, somebody throw a blow, World Star, and all the cameras pop out.
Right.
You don't see nobody jumping. Oh, Salakia. And with that, you pass the class over to priest and officer of 13,000, Captain Salakia, NAYATHAQ BANYAMYAN. Peace.
Hey, shalom.
Salakia, Cap.
No, give me 1 minute. Hold on, man.
There it is. There he is. Yeah, give him a hand.
Hey, let's come take this. Give me 1 minute, right?
Oh, come, sir.
Come, sir.
All right. How you all doing out here?
Tawab,
sir.
Tawab,
All right. Where we at? Did you play my video?
I played your video, sir. I played your
My
video.
man. My man.
Your videos.
You all saw the Lord work, right? Yeah, remember when we was down there? Yeah, give the Lord a hand. I mean, they think the Lord gonna forget. The Lord don't forget. You understand? He does not forget, and that's proof He fight for you. You understand? If you need proof, you know what I mean. Banky, I'll show you some proof, and that's just a taste of what the Lord could do when you're on His side. You understand? All right. Any questions?
I don't see any in the chat, sir.
Okay, no sweat. I think yeah, go ahead, Yana, sir.
Okay, sir. So I'm just going to reiterate the questions that I asked you.
The give me. Let's start with Ezekiel.
Come on, Khan. So that's Ezekiel chapter 33.
Let's start at verse maybe 1.
Come on, Khan.
That's a good chapter to start with. Somebody hold on, I'll tell you. Testing. All right.
33, sir.
Testing. Yeah.
It's Job 33. Salaki, sir. I sent you the text.
Oh, it was Ezekiel.
No. I sent you another text saying, Salaki, sir, it's Job 33.
Oh man. Okay. Let me get with you then. Job 33, right?
Come on, Khan, sir. It started verse 14, sir, Baba Kasha.
Okay, let me see if I can remember this. Come on.
This is the book of Job, chapter 33, and verse 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. Verse 15.
Let's skip up to verse 12.
Verse 12, Ezekiel 33 and 12. Behold, in this thou art not just, I will answer thee.
Say that one more time.
Behold, in this thou art not just. I will answer thee.
Right. So he's saying you're not just, so he's going to do what? He's going to answer you. Read on.
That God is greater than man.
That what?
God is greater than man.
And these are what the Christian church fail to realize. The Christian church don't teach us this. You understand? The Christian church teaches you to fear the oppressor more than you fear God. You understand? God is against you eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Who is not against you eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster?
It's like you said, the whole world outside of the UPK.
Yes, your oppressor. He's not against you. You understand? Instead he pushes you in that direction. And how does he do it? Just like he does with all his holidays. Right? By making what? Pork, accessible type nutrition, for us. Making it accessible, meaning making it cheaper than all the other meat that you have. Everything you're not supposed to be eating, he tries to make it as accessible as possible. And that's because of a Christian church. Because the pastor don't tell you, you can pray over it and it's going to be okay. You understand? But somehow when you tell the pastor, what if I catch a vulture? If I catch a vulture, can we barbecue it at the church? He's going to straight up tell you what, and he's going to go into how the meat is unclean. You understand? When pork is as unclean as eating a vulture. You can't eat this type of meat. You understand? But he's going to tell you, even down to, throwing in humans is meat. You could cook a human. The pastor going to tell you no. You understand? So he's following a dietary law. Who dietary law he's following?
So like I said,
come on.
Man's.
Yes. And when you say man, the oppressor's dietary law he's following. Because in the Bible, you could clearly see you're not supposed to eat meat. Why? Because there's stories of a woman with her 7 sons refusing to eat pork. You understand? We read that story. When do we read that story? I forget for one of the feast days we read that story for.
Hanukkah, sir.
Yeah, that's coming up. That's coming up December 14th. We're going to read about that story. You understand? Right? Read on.
Verse 13. Why dost thou strive against him? For he giveth not account of any of his matters.
All right, read on.
Verse 14. For God speaketh once, yea.
For God speaketh what? Once. Right, read on.
Yea, or yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not.
What does it mean to be perceive it not? What does perceive it means?
He doesn't understand it.
He doesn't understand what?
What God is telling him.
Yes.
Or that God is speaking to him.
That's it.
He
doesn't understand it. When you are out there on that podium, who is speaking to them?
The Lord, sir.
Yeah. Do they understand it?
Sir.
They don't. You understand? Read on.
Kind of one concert. In perceive verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed.
All right. So you what? So he describing a situation right here. You where? Where are you right now? In verse 15.
You're asleep in the bed.
You asleep. You in deep slumber. Right? In deep slumber. Right? Read on.
Verse 16. Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction.
And sealeth their instruction. Where did this happen?
According to the scriptures, while you're asleep.
Where did this happen? Listen to the question. Where? Who's a good example of this? A perfect example of what you're reading about here, Yannick. It's in the New Testament.
Could it be Paul?
What about Paul?
Well, I was thinking in terms of Paul, being awakened by Christ on the road to Damascus. That was the first thing that popped in my mind.
Okay, so remember, this is a dream.
So like I said, if I made one of the reasons what made me curious about this is to understand, because up until this point I've been taught, that we don't really we disregard dreams to a certain degree. So
okay, when do you disregard a dream?
I really don't know, sir. I just thought most of the time.
Okay, well, it could be because you might you be doing something during the day, and you might just dream about it and just wake up. But then there's a dream where things start happening, and it seems as if it's that dream trying to tell you something. What do you do?
It's like I said, you're supposed to go to the men of the Lord and inquire.
Okay, let me very good. Let me just show you off the point I was trying to make first. Where did this happen, Akim?
In the bed, in a dream.
I was going to pull out that 20 here, right? But a little too much. I don't have a $5 laying around here, man. Let's see. Let me see who I'm going to step up for this $5. If I do find a $5 to give you all.
So, like I said, what was the question?
Where did this happen? Hey, let's take this.
In his mind.
No. Okay. No, read verse 15 one more time.
Verse 15. In a dream.
In
a vision of the night. When deep sleep falleth upon men. And
hold on. My man. Oh, you remember Peter?
Kind of one con, sir.
What did they say? Go to the story about Peter.
Okay. Okay, I know what story you're talking about.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, I see you studying, young man. Hey, go to the story about Peter. Yanisa, you hold it right there. Akashka, you go to the story about Peter. Right, and that's Acts what? Acts 2 and is it 2 and 10? Is it Acts 2 and 10? Yanisa, you there? No, Yanisa. No, Yanisa. Akashka.
I'm here, sir. Come.
It's like it's Acts 10 and 9.
Acts 10 and 9. All right. So what, Bankaya?
What concert?
So you ready for me to read it now, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
Come. This is the book of Acts, chapter 10 and verse 9. On the morrow, as they went on their journey and drew nigh unto the city, Peter went up upon the housetop to pray about the 6th hour.
Go ahead.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten. But while they made ready, he fell into a trance.
You fell into a what?
Into a trance.
Oh, that trance is best known as what?
It's like asleep.
Asleep. Read on.
Come. The book of Acts chapter 10 and verse 11. And saw heaven open, and a certain vessel descending upon him.
So now he is having a what? This is a what, Yanaza?
A vision.
Very good. So stay where you're at Akashka. Now Yanaza, go back to Joe.
In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed. Verse 16. Then he openeth the ears of men.
So this is, and he is using this part. He's saying it like this because this is the least time you not what?
Conscious.
Yeah, you're not conscious. That's it. That's the best way you could put it, Yanaza. You're not conscious. Yeah, I mean it's similar to when it speaks about how Adam got Eve. How did Adam got Eve? What did it say happened to Adam?
He went into a deep sleep.
Right, but that deep sleep is him not what?
Being conscious.
Yes, of who he is talking to or who he is about to, be with. You understand? Read on.
Then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
And that's what he did with who?
With Adam and with Peter.
Yeah. With Peter, it's plain. Like he did it with Peter to the point where Peter understood. Because remember when you read up I think it was in read verse 14.
For verse 14. For God speaketh once, yea, twice.
Right.
Yet,
so remember, Christ came, right? Christ was here with them. What was Christ's mission?
Salaki, sir. To bring the truth to
bring the truth
and to be the mediator of the new covenant between God and Israel.
So Christ came to do what with Judah and Israel?
Unite them.
Yes, to join these two sticks that was broken in the Old Testament. That's why he gave you the story of the Christian like to say the prodigal son. Right? Good.
So,
all right. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me go on because this 17 will help me clarify.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1 minute. Bankel, give me a call.
Come, sir.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. You understand?
Okay, so it says he sealeth their instructions that he may withdraw a man from his purpose and hide pride from man. So, Baba Kishar, if he's going to withdraw a man from man's purpose or from God's purpose?
From okay, and that's why I asked about Peter. What was the Judites in Jerusalem doing, or how did they look at brothers outside?
Salakia, sir.
Give me 1 minute, right? Okay, go ahead, Yanisa.
Concert. So the question was that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. So
yes,
right. So now, sir, what I'm trying to understand better is like, how do we discern these type of instructions? Like, how do we know if we have a dream and this is an instruction? We just go.
That's where the men of the Lord come in. The priest of the men of the Lord come in. Priest of the Lord come in.
That's what we're doing right now, then, right? You know.
Yes, meaning you're not waking up one morning like these preachers like Martin Luther King. What did Martin Luther King say he had?
A dream. I had a dream.
I had a dream. I had a dream. That mother effer had a nightmare. That's what he had. And that's what he put us in. He put us in his nightmare. We live in his nightmare. Why he in the damn grave? You understand? We live in that nightmare. He called a dream. You understand? That's why you can't do what?
You can't rely on dreams.
No, you can't rely on yourself.
Sir. The water.
To decipher your dream. You understand? Even what's her name? What's the sister name that had the twins? Rebecca. She had twins and there was fighting in her belly. She could have just been like, well, you know what? Damn, I gas or something. I'm gonna go, maybe I need to go to, the herbalist and get something to eat to calm these, my bowels down. No, he had to go to who? A seer. Find that for me.
So that's Genesis 25 and 20.
Give me where she went to the and before times. Before times, you have to go to what? A seer. The oppressor took that out. He took that away from us. You understand? He took that away from us. Now, the person who called a priest is now a charlatan or a pimp. Come on.
Sir, I think I got the precept.
Go ahead.
This book is 1 Samuel, chapter 9, verse 9. Before time in Israel, when a man went to inquire of God, thus he spake, come and let us go to the seer. For he that is now called a prophet was before time called a seer.
You understand? Like we have lost that. Like these entertainers, they need a priest in their corner. Durham, I think we're getting a reverb coming back. Right? These entertainers, these politicians, they need a priest in their corner, not just a priest. They need a UPK priest in their corner.
Right.
So that before they go and start and get up on that podium and start to spill, verbal diarrhea out their mouth, the priest could be, no, you don't want to say that. You want to say this. You understand? You want to tell the people this. No, you're not going to lie to them. You're going to tell them this. You're going to tell them the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. You're going to tell them their problems are not just because they're poor. Their problem comes from the oppressor. You understand? You're going to, these young men are signing these contracts. No, you don't want to sign your name to that, brother. No, he's going to own you. You may not want to sign it. You may want him to do over that contract so that you are able to speak about what? The conditions of your people to try and help, because you're in a position. You understand? You're in a position where what? Where brothers and sisters look up to you as a what? Role model, as a star. You understand? So you can't be saying that. You can't be dressing like this. You can't be moving like this. You understand? They need a priest in the corner.
Lucky, sir.
Come on.
So, okay, so this is the last thing I really want to understand, is because, like, when it says in 17 that he may withdraw a man from his purpose, so it's like planting a seed.
Okay, meaning from his purpose is like this. Remember, Peter was not going to. Peter and them were not talking to who?
The Israelites outside of the truth, outside of the culture.
So the Lord removed him from his purpose.
Okay, calm.
You understand?
Right, his purpose. Right, that's what I wanted to understand.
Yes, man's purpose. The Lord giving you this vision to remove you from your purpose. So without that dream, Peter would have been like, nah, we can't be seen talking to them. But now the Lord gave him this vision, and Peter is like, oh, this is what the Lord meant. Give me that part in I think it's 10 and what, 28, somewhere around there. Acts 10 and 28. Where Peter recognized it was a vision. You understand? He recognized, Peter that at that time recognized he had to turn from his what? Purpose. Right? And he had to hide his pride, because why? Because remember, the brothers and them did not want to be seen with these brothers outside of Jerusalem, even though these brothers outside of Jerusalem was following everything in that Bible down to a T. So he had to what? Remove their what? Their pride. You understand? It's like, I can't be seen with him. You know what I mean? I can't be seen with him. You understand? Come on.
It's Acts 10, and I can start at 19 or 21, depending on where you want to go. Acts verse 19 says, while Peter thought on the vision, the Spirit said unto him, behold, 3 men seek thee. And verse 20 says, arise therefore and get down and go with them, doubting nothing. Right.
So you understand? So he gained seal in it. Don't doubt anything. Remember, he just wake up out of this dream. Just wake up out of this. Just go down here. These 3 men gonna receive you. Read on.
Then Peter went down to the men which were sent unto him from Cornelius, and said, behold, I am he whom ye seek. What is the cause wherefore ye are come? Verse 22.
So he's asking, what is the cause? Right? Ye have come. Read on.
Okay. Verse 22. And they said, Cornelius, the centurion, a just man, and one that feareth God, and of good report among all the nations of the Jews.
Right. So, which means Cornelius was who? Was a
Jew.
A brother. Yes, he was a Jew.
Right.
You understand? Just by the way they describe him,
right.
He was a Jew. Come on.
You know, that's one of the things that always puzzled me about Christianity real quick. It's like they actually believed that the other nations was following our God.
Right.
That's
Which was crazy. Yeah. When you think about it, it's absolutely, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, like straight jacket crazy. Like you need to go get your head checked crazy. All right. Read on.
Was warned from God by an holy angel to send for thee into his house and to hear words of thee. Verse 23. Then called he them in and lodged them. And on the morrow, Peter went away with them, and certain brethren from Joppa accompanied him. Verse 24. And the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them, and had called together his kinsmen and their friends. Verse 25. And as Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him, and flew down at his feet and worshipped him. But Peter took him up, saying, Stand up, I myself also am a man. Verse 27. And as he talked with him, he went in and found many that were come together. Verse 28. And he said,
you understand?
Unto them,
So now Peter is with who? Who Peter? Yeah, but the who was surrounding him?
Now
Who you're surrounded by?
Gentiles.
Yes. Yep. Brothers who were not from where? Jerusalem. You understand? Brothers who weren't circumcised.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Verse 28. And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come unto one of another nation.
Yanaza, what was Peter's purpose?
Salaki prior to?
No, what was he just said what was his purpose? What was his purpose?
Could you read that again for me, sir, please?
Read it one more time.
Verse 28. And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or come into one of another nation.
Right. What was his purpose?
Okay, so his purpose was his own purpose because that's not a law. It was.
Well, what was his purpose? Let's tell me what was his purpose.
Okay. What is it, to unify or to clarify?
No, he just said what was his purpose? Anybody?
So like you, sir.
To
go to the ones that didn't call themselves Jews.
No, that was not his purpose. He just said it out his mouth.
So
read one more time.
Shalak. Khan. Verse 28. And he said unto them, Ye know how that it is an unlawful thing for a man that is a Jew to keep company or to come unto one another nation.
You understand? What was his purpose? Come on.
To only teach the Jews.
That's it. That's his purpose. That was his own purpose. You understand?
The water.
Right? But what he is recognizing now, he's recognizing he had a what?
A larger purpose to fulfill.
Yeah, but he recognizing that wasn't just a sleep.
Right.
He recognizing that wasn't just a dream he was having.
Right.
Read on.
Khan. But God has showed me that I should not call any man common or unclean.
You understand? Now Peter is understanding God's purpose, not his own. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Read on.
Verse 29. Therefore came I unto you without gainsaying. As soon as I was sent for, I asked therefore for what intent ye have sent for me. Verse 30. And Cornelius said, 4 days ago I was fasting until this hour, and at the 9th hour I prayed in my house, and behold, a man stood before me in bright clothing. Verse 31. And said, Cornelius, thy prayer is heard, and thine alms are had in remembrance in the sight of God. Verse 32. Okay.
Read on.
Sin, therefore,
no, go ahead. Finish it.
Send, therefore, to Joppa, and call hither Simon, Salakia, whose surname is Peter. He is lodged in the house of one Simon, a tanner by the seaside.
You understand?
Who when he cometh shall speak unto thee.
You understand? Like and you see what's going on here too, right, Yanisa?
Yes, sir.
Right? He got a what? What did Cornelius get? Come on.
He got a vision too.
Yeah, he saw somebody at the door.
Right.
You understand? He said he saw someone at the door, standing at the door, which meaning what? This person he doesn't know. He just say he saw someone. You understand? Right? Right? Read on.
Verse 33. Immediately, therefore, I sent to thee, and thou hast well done that thou art come. Now, therefore, are we all here present before God to hear all things that are commanded thee of God.
You understand? Now they understand it. Now they understand what God's purpose is. Now Peter had to put away his what?
His bias.
His what?
His bias.
What did it say in? Come on.
He had to put away his mission.
That too, but he had to put away his
pride.
His pride. He had to put that shit away. He had to put it away now. You know what I mean? You know how some Negroes is like, I'm better than you?
Right.
You had to put that shit away and deal with them brothers. You understand? Now they had to understand. Now Peter understood, yo, we have to deal with these brothers here. This was Christ's purpose, and now his purpose is my purpose. You understand? Because it's the Lord's purpose. All right?
Salaki, sir.
Come on.
I just want to say, sir, that was a great breakdown. Like this is why we so proud and glad to be part of UPK. Because they don't get this nowhere else, man.
No.
Like they really don't, sir.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Most in Christ. Anything else?
Oh yes, sir. I got one more.
Come on. Let me see if I get this one. Come on.
It's Zechariah 5 through 9.
Zechariah.
Yeah, Zechariah 5 through 9. I'm trying to understand.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, let me get there, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay. Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 5. I'm going to start there. It says, Then the angel talked with me, went forth, and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes, and see what is this that goeth forth.
Right. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. For I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the houses of the thief.
And it should enter in the house of the what?
The thief.
The thief. Read on.
So that's talking about the chariots being an instrument of punishment.
Yes.
Right.
Like they're coming for to exact judgment on this oppressor. Because brother, this oppressor, brother, I'm telling you, when black people really start to, wake up, not saying they're waking up right now, but when they start to actually come into the truth, that's them actually waking up. Right now, they're sort of waking up. You're still trying to go to this Israelite group. They ain't really waking up. They had to come in here to actually wake up and recognize you have to get rid of that old person and recognize that you have to follow someone that is better than you.
That's right.
You understand? When they start doing that, brother, and they start waking up, the things that brother's going to start bringing out, and the things the earth is going to start revealing, like it's doing right now, it's going to be on a different scale. And we're going to recognize that this oppressor, he's been lying all the time. You understand? And what better way to lie to you than to lie where?
Next to the word of God.
Next to the word of God. But, okay, at what time would be the right time to lie to you? And where? Where's the best place? And the best time?
In captivity.
In captivity. I might not be asking the question correctly, but let me get a few tries. In captivity, but think, okay, when would be the best time to indoctrinate someone? Come on.
When you have nothing, when you're weak.
Yeah. Come on.
I would say at an early age in the schools.
Yes, as a child.
Come on.
As a child. You understand? Maybe good, thank you. Good girl. All right. Yeah. As a child. You understand? That's why it's a good age. You could teach a child what Santa Claus come down your chimney. Teach a child that when you lose a teeth, you put it under your pillow and a fairy gonna bring $1 and give you. You understand? And then those schools, good way of indoctrinating you into teaching you about what? Not your people. You understand? And now you come out of school, you think going to school give you some type of education to make you, wise in helping your nation prosper. No, it's not. It's not. Instead, it makes you, hate your own people. Brother, let me see if I can play this video here for you. Hold on, let me see. It's 2 minutes long. Hold on, let me see if I could put this on the screen for you. Hold on. Screen, hold on. Damn, I have so much things open here, man. Yeah, I think this is it right here. You can see my screen? You can see the screen?
Come on.
I've got a lot of degrees and awards. I've won cases at the U.S. Supreme Court, and I've been in courtrooms representing clients, getting there early, sitting at defense counsel's table, where the judge will walk in and immediately get mad at me. The judge will look at me and say, hey, you get back out there in the hallway. I don't want any defendants sitting in my courtroom without their lawyer. And I have to stand up and say, well, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I am the lawyer. I didn't introduce myself. My name is Brian Stevenson. I have to try to de-escalate this situation. And I was doing that recently. I was in a courtroom in the Midwest, and the judge started laughing, but it wasn't an apologetic laugh. And it kind of angered me. And the prosecutor started laughing. They thought it was so funny. And I was sitting there getting angry, and then I thought, oh no, Brian, you can't get angry. You need to smile. You may need to laugh. And I felt that way. I thought that way because my client was not going to be able to leave that county. I was able to leave that county and never come back based on the way I was treated if I chose to do that. But my client was going to have to stay there. So when they were laughing, I smiled. And then I eventually chuckled. Client came in, we did the hearing. But I remember sitting in my car after that hearing thinking, wow, here I am, this middle-aged black man. I'm in my best suit. I actually argued the case at the Supreme Court that we were trying to implement. I've got all of these degrees and awards, and I'm still required to laugh at my own humiliation to do justice for my client. That's not right. That's not fair. And I'm getting old enough to know that when you have to constantly navigate presumptions of dangerousness and guilt because of your color, when you have to tell your children how to survive a police encounter, what to do and what not to do, how they can't do the things that their white friends can do because they're going to be burdened with this presumption, when you have to constantly navigate this world, it's exhausting. And I want something better. I want something better for everybody. And that's why the commitment to truth-telling, the commitment to building institutions that help us understand the harms of history is such a priority.
Brother, what did that brother just describe there?
Sir.
Come on.
He described our oppression, but it reminded me of something that Malcolm X said a long time ago. He said, what do you call a nigger with 10 degrees? What do you call a black man with 10 degrees? He said, a nigger.
That's it. But what he does, what the white man is so good at, he is good at making us look at each other like what?
Niggers.
Okay, not just niggers, but he does something to make me look at you as being, you understand?
Sir.
Come on.
He makes us look at each other as we're different.
When they say different, you correct. He makes us look as we what?
It's like it, sir. Enemies.
Not enemies.
Like we less than.
Okay, it's a byproduct. It's a byproduct. The enemy is a byproduct because of what he did. So you're right when you say enemies. You're right with what you just said. They make us look different. He make us look at each other like we individuals. You understand? Like we're individuals.
So
until, come on. Go ahead, sis.
Salakia, sir, like competition.
Yes, and that's because he makes us look as if we're individuals. So now, guess what? The only time they don't look at us as individuals when what? When what?
Sir.
Come on.
When we're playing sports and making the money.
When you committing a crime. When you commit a crime, now you're not an individual. What do they say? What did Donald Trump say about the Mexicans? Did he say Juan is a R? No. He said what?
They're all criminals and rapists.
They all are.
Yeah. All. But somehow he make us look at each other as being what? Individuals. Then he make us look at the Hispanics as being what? A different nation altogether. Because they speak Spanish. You understand? And now when you start looking at each other as individuals, that's where we start looking at each other as competition, as enemies start coming in now. You understand? And we don't know how to combat it. That's what the brother is basically saying. He doesn't know how to combat it. But he knows what is truth telling. And what do we say we are in? We're in the truth. What that brother was describing was him getting a flyer, getting all black, and becoming a trooper. That's what he should do. And he should thank the Lord that commanded during YAHANNA, you know what I mean, and the I.S.U.P.K is around to make sure the truth and the facts are coming out.
That's right.
You understand? Because that's what he just described. Right? That's exactly what he described. Hold on. Play it one more time, but wheel it back a little bit so you could hear it out of his own mouth.
Navigate presumptions of dangerousness and guilt because of your color when you have to tell your children how to survive a police encounter, what to do and what not to do, how they can't do the things that their white friends can do because they're going to be burdened with this presumption. When you have to constantly navigate this world, it's exhausting. And I want something better. I want something better for everybody. And that's why the commitment to truth telling.
You understand? Commitment to what? To truth telling. Meaning what? You're going to have to tell the white man he's the devil the Bible speaks of. You understand? You're going to have to tell the oppressor that he what? He unalived these native Indians for what? For this land. You know, some oppressors, they like to say, we won. We won. Okay, what war you fight? Did the native Indians know you were fighting a war? When they gave them smallpox? Did he know he was fighting a war when he tried to make a deal with you? All these treaties with you?
The commitment to building institutions that help us understand the harms of history is such a priority. I went to Harvard Law School.
Right. And he says such a what? A priority. Well, guess what? Commander Jerry Han is building institutions, other known as schools, across America, across the entire earth, teaching black people their history. Not what? These men want to teach who?
Everybody.
Man, not just everybody. They want to teach the oppressor with the mindset of him teaching the oppressor that he's going to do what?
Reform.
Yes, that somehow he's going to reform. You understand? Give me that in the where it says he is born estranged from the womb. Like there's no reform in this oppressor. And that's what brothers don't understand. There's none whatsoever. Like we think we show the oppressor his fault in the past, that somehow he's going to sit back and be like, you know what? We were wrong. And I mean, we'll stop. You all want, you know what I mean, what you all need. That's what black people would like the oppressor to see. And that's what we've been hoping for the past hundreds of years. You understand? When it will never, ever happen. You understand? And he is purposely, the oppressor is purposely putting particular black men, Hispanic men, and women, you know what I mean, at the top. You understand?
It's an illusion.
Yes. Like, you know what I mean? You put somebody like Jay-Z. Does Jay-Z have any integrity? No. Does Beyonce have any integrity? Does she have any integrity? No. They don't. None of these so-called blacks or Hispanics that the white man, he chooses, handpicks, has any type of integrity. You know what I mean? You think locking up P. Diddy is a way of them trying to show that they have some integrity? No. You don't fool me? How many other P. Diddy's it have out there? How many more? Anybody find it for me? Estranged from the womb? Right?
Lucky, sir.
I
got it.
Go ahead, read it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
The wicked are what?
Estranged from the womb.
You understand? You could tell this earth is being run by wicked people.
Right.
By wicked, terrible people. Like you can imagine creating a society where I don't know, Durham, why I hear myself twice.
It's like it, sir. It's because the mic on stage, I got it on.
Okay. All right. Just once I start to talk, let's take it off, and then once you start to talk, play it back on.
Okay, sir, I got you.
All right. Like what we don't understand as a people is that the oppressor, this is not done by mistake or chance. Everything that you're going through right now is planned. You think you can't afford a house now because of what the economy bad? Who made the economy bad? Who created the economy you're running on right now? Come on.
The oppressor, sir.
Yeah, the oppressor. When with all these houses that foreclosing on, who's going to buy them? Where the money coming from to buy them? Somehow, Jeff Bezos in crying. What's the other one name? Elon Musk in crying. All these rich white men, they're not crying. They're not. So what are they doing? How are they getting the money? Where they getting the money from? But I see who crying, and that's why in Revelation, what does it speak about in Revelation 2:9? I know thy what? Works and thy tribulation. He knows the tribulation you're going through. He knows the system this oppressor is creating to do what? To oppress you more and more. You understand? The more and more black people start to wake up, the more and more he's going to start doing what? Oppressing us. Oppressing us. And you're going to have to stand with the Lord, Aqua. We're going to have to stand with the Lord.
Right.
Read on. Read on. You can take yourself off mute now.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Speaking what?
Speaking lies.
Brother, I'm telling you. Was it dude named Ted Bundy? I think they said Ted Bundy used to unalive you and then go back when you're rotten, when your body rotten, and then go lay down with you again.
Good night.
Go look up Ted Bundy for me. Somebody look up Ted Bundy. And then that other one, that again one. And then Dharma. Brother, they talk about black men hate the children. They need to do a study on these white men and these white women and how they're treating their kids. These kids like Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Ed Gein, their parents created monsters. You understand? Come on. Who have it for me?
Salak, if I may, sir. This
Come
is
on.
Officer Ted Bundy, according to Britannica. Ted Bundy, American serial killer, also known as Theodore Robert Bundy. He was born November 24th, 1946 in Burlington, Vermont, in the United States. He died January 24th in 1989 in Stark, Florida. Was an American serial killer and rapist. One of the most notorious criminals of the late 20th century. Bundy confessed to 30 murders, but some believe he actually killed hundreds. He was ultimately convicted of 3 murders, and he was executed in 1989.
And then they give you details on some of the things he did to them bodies?
What you were talking about, him having a difficult childhood and a strained relationship with his father. He was shy. It was a frequent target of bullying. So they're explaining, why he was such a murderous monster.
Yeah. They love to do that. They love to give an excuse to a serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
They love to give an excuse to their people. But when we do it, it's as if, our communities, all we do is, create criminals.
So
You
lucky,
understand?
sir.
Come on.
They even build him up, though. They say later, however, his intelligence and social skills enable him to enjoy a successful college career.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Look.
I'm telling you, like watching just watch these documentary and these the serial killers are, and you will understand the oppressor. It's something about Ted Bundy and Gain and Gacy intrigues the oppressor, intrigues him to the yeah. Give me the list.
So these are American serial killers: David Berkowitz, the Boston Strangler, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, Ed Gein, Richard Kalinsky, Herman Webster Mudgett, Dennis Rader, Richard Ramirez, Gary Ridgway, Richard Speck, Eileen Wuornos, and the Zodiac Killer. Then they go on and break it down: Belgian, British, Colombian, etc.
Yeah. Like, and the majority of them, is your oppressors. You understand? And they constantly, when you watch this series, they constantly try to make you feel sorry for the way they were brought up. And now you feel, you kind of feel it for them because of what they had to go through. To hell with that. Read that verse one more time. They are what? The wicked what?
Kawakana, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Yeah, to hell with that. They say the wicked are estranged from the womb. And we don't just look at, at Ted Bundy as being an individual. You understand? We look at a nation of people like Ted Bundy. We don't trust you. You understand? We don't trust you. You understand? We don't trust you. Read.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right? And that's them speaking lies. You go do the history on World War One. You think you say now reading the history of World War One and think that, okay, what you're reading here is the truth. My brother, little do you know, they're more than likely lying to you about everything. Because the question we ask, if they could lie about Christ, what would they not lie about? What would they not lie about? You read in the Bible where Christ is what? Black. But they have a white picture and saying this is Christ when we know this was Serge Bourget. So if you're lying about Christ, what else are you lying about? Now, when I read this history book, I'm going to have to do what? What am I going to have to do? I'm going to have to think you what? You might be lying about what I'm reading here right now about history, because my oppressor is telling me my history. My oppressor is telling me, history. And somehow he is what? And somehow he is what in his history book? He is the what?
Savior.
Yeah. He's a savior. He's a hero. You're the villain. You understand? Right? All right. Any more questions?
So, like I said, we didn't get to the core of the question, and he's in Zechariah, sir.
Come on. Go to Zechariah. Go back to Zechariah. Salakia.
Zechariah 5.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to start at verse 5, Baba Kasha.
Mm-hmm.
It says, Then the angel that talked with me went forth and said unto me, Lift up now thine eyes and see what is this that goeth forth.
So now he's having what? He's having a what? Vision. And the angel said unto the what? Lift up your head and see what's going forth. Read.
Verse 6. And I said, What is it? And he said, This is an ephah that goeth forth.
Right. Look up Ephah in your Zondervan.
I looked it up already, sir.
What does it say? Read it for me.
Okay, it's a measure. It's a tool of measurement.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you measure things like a liquid or something. That's what an ephah is.
Okay. Right. So go ahead, read on.
This is an ephah that goeth forth. He said, Moreover, this is their resemblance through all the earth.
Mm-hmm. Read on.
Verse 7. And behold, there was lifted up a talent of lead, and this is a woman that sitteth in the midst of the ephah.
No, Yanaza Slaki. I'm how to get this here. 6 and 7. And I want him attempt.
All the way to 9, sir. Is it all right, sir?
Okay, all the way to 9.
I'm gonna send you the text again.
Okay.
All right, the water, sir.
I'm gonna get that fair. All right. Give me if you don't have any more questions, give me Ezekiel 33, and let's start at verse 1. Let's start at verse 1. Let we have any troopers in the room? Ezekiel 33. Let's start there.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, speak to a children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their cost and set him for their watchman, verse 3, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people. Verse 4, then who's
give me 1 minute.
Oh, yes. Let's go. It's coming outside. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Salaki brother, come on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Right. So that's what what brothers doing out there on the streets. We doing what? We are warning brothers and sisters about what's to come. All right. That's what Noah was trying to do. Noah was trying to warn who? The people that the Lord was going to send a flood, and they had to what? Get right. And they did what to Noah? They laughed at Noah. They laughed at him until what? That rain started falling, until that water got up to their neck, and they were trying to get on that boat, but that time is too late. That time was too late. You understand? Read on.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Right. You understand? Now skip down to verse 6.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 6. But if the watchman sees the sword come and blow not the trumpet, the people be not warned. If the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away from in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
And that's your pastors. Your pastors are doing what? What are your pastors doing? What is the oppressor? Come on.
They're failing to blow the horn. They're failing to give us the warning.
Yes. And why are they failing to blow their horn? Because they go ahead.
Because they in it for the money. They're not in it for the people.
That's it. Money. And the oppressor, he knows how to get you. The oppressor, he does what? He pays you to turn a blind eye. You understand? He pays you to look at the problem and do what?
Ignore it.
Yeah. So guess what, Negro? You just go bounce that ball. You go kick that ball. You go throw that ball. Come on.
I had a precept.
Come on.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8. Will a man rob God? Yet ye have robbed me. Say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings.
Right? So, what is that saying?
It's like it, sir. It's talking about that Christian pastor, like how you were saying, sir, that, he's robbing us, like, in the money. That's the Christian pastor's way, is that he's not teaching us. Even though how Jeremiah 23 basically goes into that, he's not visiting us. He's not giving us the instructions that we need to, grow.
Yeah, but this goes not just for your pastors, but for who?
Celebrities too.
Celebrities too, but for who? Go ahead, Choirba.
Salaki, it go for us. It go for us, sir.
Yeah, everybody. You understand? Like your money should be coming into Commander YAHANNA. That's where you should be paying your tithes to the priest of the Lord. You understand? And when you don't do it, you are robbing the Lord, not just the pastor. You understand? Because the pastor, who the pastor working for?
It's like it, sir.
The
oppressor.
Okay, who's paying the pastor?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say the government.
Who paying the pastor?
Oh,
Why is Creflo Dollar so rich? Yes.
The people.
Yes. Creflo Dollar being paid to do what? By his congregation to do what?
Let them do whatever they want to do.
That's it. Look the other way. You understand? So you want to smoke? Guess what? The laws are done away with. Go ahead and smoke, brother. Now, where's that tithe? Where's that donation? I need that jet. You understand? I need that suit. I need to look good. I need to be able to go places. I need to look good.
Slug it, sir.
Come on.
That's so diabolical because he makes you feel so good to say it. With the music and the lights and the guest speaker, the celebrities that come on his behalf. Like, you really get what you want. You would have no conscience about smoking that blunt now because Pastor said it's okay. And I got a song in the back.
Correct. What is the pastor doing here? He is doing what?
He's work for hire.
Yes, he is. But what is that pastor doing here to make you feel good?
Salakia.
Come on.
He entertaining you?
You get in there. It starts with an S.
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
You said with an S?
Yes.
He's selling you a dream?
I'll take that.
Sue saying.
Now you're getting on it.
He's
seducing you like a woman.
There you go.
You're a woman in that church ark, and he's seducing you. And you go in there and you clap and sing and jump and praise. The only difference is you don't have no blouse and skirt on. You have a shirt and tie. You're a woman. You understand? You're a woman in there. And he is seducing the hell out of you. Telling you you're gonna get exactly what you're praying for. Let's put this money in this what are we picking up the money in this money bucket.
Collection
plate right here. Yeah, collection plate. I see. When last you went call? I'm messing with you. Yeah, son. Yeah, that collection plate. You understand? Like the oppressor don't teach your leader to take money to turn what? A blind eye. And now you don't teaching the people. You're going to take what? Money to what? Turn a what? Blind eye. Okay. So now eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, they don't care about that because they know if they tell it to stop doing it, what's going to happen?
Salakia, sir.
You
gonna stop giving money?
Yeah, you're going to stop giving money. You'll be leaving that church. You'll be going by some of the pastor that going to tell you could eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You understand? You know what, brothers and sisters would have been in here if we had said, you know what, you could pray over the pork. You understand? You could love the other nation. Oh, they would have been running up in here. You wouldn't have space for seats. You know what I mean? In those schools. It would have been ram-packed. But you not getting paid. And you're not getting paid to turn the blind eye. You're not doing that. You understand? But you know, telling them the truth. Come on.
Did you pull Isaiah 30 and 10? Can we use that as a precept?
Come on.
Talk about the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 10, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things. Prophesy deeds.
That's it. That's exactly it. And then you have Luke, I think 16, it goes into it too, where they say, your pastor been, he been hired. You understand? Not to tell you the truth. Right? Now read it. Go back to Ezekiel. Skip to verse 8.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way. The wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will require at thine hand.
Right. It's going to require touch your hand. That's why you have you been taught this truth, not to do what? Not to just keep it to yourself. You have to do what? You have to go warn your brothers and sisters about what's coming. You have to go warn them. You understand? You're going to have to go tell them, yo, the Lord said, this is what we're supposed to eat. The Lord said, this is what this is the days we're supposed to celebrate. We're going to have to teach them these things. We just can't come and hold it in. We can't lie to them like your pastor's been doing. We can't. So now when the sword do come, when the plague do come, guess what? Read on.
Verse 9. Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul.
Now your hands what? Your hands are what?
Clean.
Clean. Your hands clean. Remember when Pontius Pilate, went and washed his hand to try and signify he is clean from the blood that he about to spill right now, put it into Christ. Right? When he was he could have washed his hands from now until who the hell cares? He was still going to be guilty. You understand? But according to Ezekiel, according to the Most High power, if we warn the people, the prophets warn the people, you understand, wicked, and the wicked still decide to go be wicked, and the Lord unalive them, or hurt them, or punish them, then it's on them. You delivered your soul. You did what you were supposed to do. You did your job. You did your job as a priest and prophet of the Lord. Read on.
Verse 10. Therefore, O thou son of man, speak unto the house of Israel. Thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sin be upon us, and we pine away in them, how shall we then live?
Right? Skip down to 13 now. 13.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trust to his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered. But for his iniquity that he have committed, he shall die for it.
What is he saying here? This is 1 West. What is he saying here?
It's saying if he's not righteous, he'll die. Salaki.
You correct, but he is saying a little more than if he's not righteous.
Salaki, sir. Is this like talking to somebody who like leaves the truth, like somebody who has the truth and then leaves the truth and goes back to his iniquity?
Okay, it's no, I wouldn't say that. It's what we say today in the truth. What do we say about the work? When it comes to the work, what are you doing? What?
The righteousness of the Lord.
What are you doing? What? Right? What? Now. What are you doing now? Not what you did when?
In the past.
In the past. You understand? What you doing right now? In class, you at camp. What you doing? Well, sir. Remember, 2 years ago. Well, 2 years ago, I was out there with you all building camps. Oh, I hear you, brother. I hear you, sister. It's cooking on to stuff 2 years ago, right? You lost your recipe, brother. You lost your boots, your lace. You understand? Like the Lord don't want to know what you did. What?
It's like it, sir. In the past.
In the past, yeah, you could be one of the most outstanding brothers. But what you're doing right now, with that blunt in your mouth, the thing the Lord gonna be like, well, he just taking a hit, one hit, just taking one hit. Think the Lord saying that? He's not. That's why he's saying, read it one more time. Verse 13.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 13. When I shall say to the righteous that he shall surely live, if he trusts his own righteousness and commit iniquity, all his righteousness shall not be remembered.
All his righteousness is not going to be remembered if he commit that iniquity, one iniquity. Remember in James, let you know what? James 2 and I think 9 let you know what? Sin is what? Sin is sin.
That's right.
You understand? You understand? A homosexual is no different when it comes to what? A man that's doing what? Smoking what? Cigarettes or smoking weed. They're both what? They're both what? They're both sinners. You understand? Now, when it comes to the judgment, of course it might be different, but they are both what? Sinners, nonetheless. You celebrating Christmas don't make you better than what? Than a homosexual. It doesn't make you better than a homosexual. You understand? Right? Read on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 14. Again, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, if he turn from his sin and do that which is lawful and right, verse 15. If the wicked restore the pledge, give again that he had robbed, walk in the statutes of life without committing iniquity, he shall surely live, he shall not die.
That's why when you come in here and you make an oath act, you better make sure you take that oath serious. You better make sure, because the day you drop your sword, you better start looking over your shoulder. You understand? You better start looking over your shoulder. You understand? Read on.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 16. None of his sins that he hath committed shall be mentioned unto him. He have not done that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live.
Right. And remember what Christ said in the New Testament? What Christ said in the New Testament? He that is first.
Endure to the
what?
end, Salaki.
Yeah, that is good also too. I'll take that. He that is first shall be what? Last. Pull that for me. That's the last thing we'll go into. Right? Don't think you come in here and guess what? Everything what? You don't make it into the kingdom. Don't think that. There's work to be done.
It's like it, sir.
Come on.
I got it, precept.
Do you want to ask for?
Kavakan, sir.
Tell him where you at.
It's like it. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 20, verse 16. So the last shall be first, and the first last. For many be called, but few chosen.
You understand? And Christ was trying to explain to them what? Some of us think we in here for, 5, 10 years. You understand? Think we done make it. You understand? No, it ain't so. You better be what? When Christ return?
Ready.
You better be doing what?
It's like it, sir.
Yeah, you better be working when Christ return.
Kavakan.
Better be putting in that work. You understand? You better not watch another man work or watch and see, you know what? Well, he's sitting here on the side. You watching that mean you ain't focusing on what? What you're not focusing on?
What you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, what you supposed to be doing. That ain't your job to be focusing on that. Come on.
That's why Christ was said, my good and faithful servant. The work is faith. How you know you have this faith to continue to do the work. You know, like you got faithful servant. Brothers that you could tell brother lost faith, he out the truth. You're not doing the work.
That's it. The Lord, he see what work you're doing. He see what you're doing. So guess what? He gonna deal with you on that. You in here, you better do your work. You better be the best trooper. You better be the best officer you could be. You understand? Be the best. All right. Any question before I let you alone? Okay. That who are passing the class over to? Who on guard in Durham? Who on guard?
So like you want me to take it, sir?
Go ahead and take it, co-op. Bankia, Salaki. No, hold on. Salaki, I forget to do one thing. Durham, you all want to take it?
Kavakan, sir.
That one more thing to do. I forget. Salakia, I reckon on my brain is Salakia. It says something, Mark. These gray. I ain't dye my hair gray.
Kavakan, sir.
I work hard for this. You see on my face here. Come on, you all. Oh, the sister there.
Kavakan, sir. I need Officer Hawan and Officer Yanazar step up, please. I want to thank everybody in the Bahamas and Fayetteville, Captain NAYATHAQ, for tuning in to another wonderful class by Captain NAYATHAQ. Right now, we are embarking on another sister coming into the school. Right now, we want to ask the person known as Sister Red to step up, please.
Go ahead, sis. All right. And if you want also too, Choir Bar, you want to say something about it, Ark? You want to say anything?
I'll go first, Cap, and then I'll pass it to the husband.
Come on.
Ever since Sister Red, and you know I can't mention Sister Red without mentioning Trooper Choir Bar.
That's right.
Ever since they came into school, they have made their presence known. They have let it be known that they want to work, that they want to help, they want to add, they want to put their brick in, and they wanted to take this thing serious. And Sister Ray has played her part as well outside of just her husband, but she has helped out with the sisters and try to be a part of the sisters and what they have going on, trying to show sisterhood whenever possible. She's always extended her services to
That's
the
right.
children. You know, when we had little food and clothing drives and things like that, she initiated services from her daughters, and you know, she was out here hustling. You know, out here hustling for the Lord. And
That's right.
That really made her stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
She has a spunky attitude. You know what I mean? That her husband wanted her to kind of tone down to a certain level to where you know what I'm saying, but at the same time, not put that fire out. You know what I'm saying? It's guided.
That's right.
You know what I mean, by a man of the Lord. So at this time, I let Trooper Quad Boss. Nah. You got.
Come on, say 2 words, man.
You gotta go through.
Yeah, I mean that's our princess. You got there, man. Come on, Quiet Bar. Get our brother a hand, man. Quiet Bar, bring his whole family. Trying to bring his whole family in, man. Good work, Solia.
So what I want to say is I want to say the water for you, the water for the Most High, to the Most High, bringing you into my life, and you know, selecting you for this truth.
That's right.
Now it's time to get to work.
That's right.
We got work to do.
That's right. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be right here along your side, putting my bricks into.
That's right.
Not alone.
Yeah, right.
Good job. Good job, sis. All right. You understand? You wrote the name on the board for her. All right, and the pronunciation of it too, right? Make sure she knows how to pronounce it.
All right. Yeah, watch right there. Once your name is Thayala. Thayala, which means she will excel. Thayala.
That's right.
Y'all can clap that up.
Yeah, man. It works, sis.
All right, there you go. We get that on the camera.
Is
Let's get it. Over here. Over here. You go on this side. Come on, Giannis. All right, right back here, we gonna say the prayer, right? Your name, right? When we point at you, you're gonna say your name 3 times. All right? Thayala. Got it? All right? You ready? just up here.
someone's on with the camera?
Good. You still on?
Yeah, we can hear you all, but the camera is off.
All right, give us 1 second, Salak.
It's back on.
Come, Musa and Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Watch your feet. Just up here. All right. Yabaraki Yahweh. Y.A.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Panyawa. O-Yaka. Y-A-Kunka. Yasha Yahweh. Panyawa. O-Yaka. Y-A-S-U.P.K. Shalom. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shai. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Hagun. Thayala. 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 Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water. Aman. In the English, it's the translation. Yahweh. Bless thee. And keep thee. Yahweh. Make his face shine upon thee. and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Say it again. Dayala. Kwame Shalom.
Kwame
Kwame
Shalom.
Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom.
Kwame Shalom. You all, I didn't see you all put the oil on the head already, right?
So we about to get it down, right?
Oh man, no, that oil had to go on the head. That's the first thing. That had to go on that on sister head.
Let's get it. Let's pour it.
All right, that oil is very important. No, sis, once that oil touch your head, you can't turn from this. You understand? Most High Christ. All right. No, normally what's supposed to happen first was the oil supposed to go on the head, and then we say the prayers. All right. But no sweat. But that oil on your head now, sis. All right, congratulations.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Bankyal.
Check. Men of Israel, Majim, which means to stand. Sisters, Yashab, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to Captain of 13,000 NAYATHAQ BANYAMYAN. Men of Israel, Mam Shabbat, and Majim, Barak, Yahweh by Shemiah Shabrak.
Yahweh by Shemiah Shabrak thumb.
Yahannah, hands down. Sar, turn her face to sisters. Sisters are Majim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to our sisters. Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shema,
by Shemiah Shah.
Yahannah, Yashab means to be seated. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Means 10th in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. The priest funds, the free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation. We have the Feast of Dedication, or Hanukkah, the 25th day of the 9th month, by the space of 8 days, which will be Sunday, the 14th of December, according to this year, for 8 days. First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, class dismissed.